happened and it kind of blew me away. But there was like an argument.
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
Rabbit Punches Community is filmed in front of a live studio audience. The opinions expressed in this broadcast are not necessarily the opinions of Rabbit Punches Community.
Happened and it kind of blew me away.
Rabbit Punches Community is filmed in front of a live studio audience. The opinions expressed in this broadcast are not necessarily the opinions of Rabbit Punches Community or its sponsors.
Woo!
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the Rabbit Punches Community Podcast. That'd be a video podcast to all you boys and girls watching at home. And welcome to the show tonight. Beyond Forgiveness, one of the coolest symphonic metal bands in Colorado Springs. Probably the coolest symphonic metal band in Colorado Springs. But we're gonna get right to it, man. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
I would like. I'll let them introduce themselves, man.
I'm Talia.
I'll let them introduce themselves, man. Beauty.
Richard Marcus, rhythm guitars and death metal lyricist. Richard Marcus.
I'm Sean Rogers. I'm drums, percussion.
Awesome. Excellent. You know we love drummers and bass players here on this show.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude,
Totally.
big time. We fall in love with our drummers here. One of our sponsors is the Drum Pit, and they do all our backlines when we need backlines for drums and everything. Go Drum Pit. Hey, we got a pretty killer show set up. We're gonna go. You guys have never been on the Rabbit Punches show before.
We have not.
Oh man, it's gonna be great. Well, I mean, it's gonna be great. It is what it is, right? We're gonna play a bunch of videos, and we're gonna play your stuff in particularly. We're gonna talk about what's going on with you. You've got a couple of albums out there. You guys have actually played in Colorado a lot, and you're giving a lot of places. But you've played in Europe twice. Who wants to tell me how cool it was fucking playing in Europe? Who wants to tell me how
It's
cool
pretty
it was?
Yeah, it's a whole. I don't know. It's a whole nother level, a whole nother. Yeah, series of shows that we've played, and it's just nothing like we've ever. Yeah, it's a lot.
You know, when I was talking to you guys earlier, I was thinking, and I don't know if it's the same with you kids at home, but when you talk about here in the United States, when you hear that there's a tour or you're touring in Europe or whatever, everybody, I think, maybe it's just me because I'm an idiot, they picture this huge crowds all the time, right? These big festivals out there, which Europe has and they're famous for, right? But they've also got the small shows, like the bars, like the Whiskey A Go Go and the Roxy and stuff like that too, right? And that's what you guys were doing.
Very similar to here, just different languages, different cultures, but a lot of similarities. And the nice thing is that metal crowds around the world are all really cool.
Yes.
And accepting and just awesome people to hang out with.
Music is the universal language. There is no doubt about it. And we love music here at the Rabbit Punches Show. Your voice is incredible. If you haven't heard Talia sing, she will melt you. Anyway, we're gonna play some stuff. I could go on. I could glob and just glob all of it. It's just beautiful. So we're gonna talk about where did you start singing and how did you develop such a, I don't know how to describe your style, and it's I'll leave it to you.
Well, to be honest, Beyond Forgiveness is the first band that I've been a lead singer of. Before that, I was a piano player and a keyboardist, and I sang in choir maybe in middle school, and sang in choir in college, but I was a piano player. I did some backups in a band I was playing with, and but always just felt like, okay, I'm not very good at singing, you know, but I love it. And honestly, I sang with the Colorado Springs Chorale, just because I just love to sing.
That's impressive. That's pretty cool, right?
A choir, you know, classical music. It was a lot of fun. I did that for 10 years and started taking voice lessons, and just got to a point where I was writing a lot of songs and, you know, sometimes writing for other people to sing. And finally just said, I want to sing my own songs. I love symphonic metal. I was always singing along, and I finally got these guys to let me try out for them, and had to do it anonymously because I thought they all know me as a piano player. Like, nobody really takes me seriously as a singer. So I sent them an anonymous audition tape.
Yeah,
No
These
kidding.
guys are all my friends.
Our
They
actual
already-
first iteration of the band, we actually asked her to join the band as a keyboard.
Oh, okay.
That's a true story.
So I sent them an anonymous tape, and they liked it, and then I said, now you can know who you're talking to.
Are you playing keyboards in the project now?
I write all of the orchestration and play keyboards for recording, but I don't play them live. Because it's too much. I mean, I actually score out a whole orchestra, so there's different lines for every violin and piano, and there's no way anyone could physically play all of that. So we use a backing track for the orchestra until we can afford a real orchestra.
Violin over here. So how many piece orchestra do you write for?
It depends
It's like
on
an
the
entire woodwind section and an entire percussion, and I mean the whole gambit.
Okay. It depends on the song, and each album we've done differently. This song, I've done like full, you know, like every instrument has its own line on some songs. But now I've gotten to the point where, you know, it's a section, maybe there's a brass section or a string section, and they're not playing anything unique. I might just do a patch that's a section, but then maybe there's melodies that happen every now and then in an individual instrument that I write for. So I think there's maybe 20 tracks on
Writing every song this way, everything you're putting together. Where are you getting your inspiration? Because that's a lot for each song.
Well, we found it works best if these guys write the guitar parts they want, and then I sort of take their riffs and rearrange it, and then just start orchestrating and just think about whatever pops in my mind. I mean, I constantly have music in my brain, so.
I know the feeling. I love music. Yes. I know the feeling.
I love it's a process for sure, but I'm always.
It's easy to do something when you love what you're doing. It's so easy to do. Can you guys keep up with her or what?
I just play.
20 songs, she said? 20 songs on the last album? 20 songs? 20 tracks.
Yeah,
So pretty much
different.
Oh, right. So this you got another album, you guys.
We just
You're
finished.
recording with Mr. Eric Madrid. Yes, and Harmonic Studios.
Go see Eric.
Go see Eric.
Yes, we just finished tracking. He did an awesome job.
see
Getting
Eric.
it all dialed in for us, and now we're getting it mixed and
Yeah.
hope to.
Been sent off for mix to a secret person, and we'll reveal that soon enough.
You guys know who it is.
Yeah.
We know.
We're not going to send it off to. We're not going to send it off to
We're
Patrick
really-
in Pueblo. Let him master it.
We're really excited with who's doing it, but
Pueblo, let him master it.
we're really excited.
Great. How exciting. We love All right, enough about that. Ziggy, what do you got? We're gonna go and play a song or something. Ziggy's got some stuff, and then we're gonna come back and talk to you about some stuff.
Okay, cool.
What do you got, Zig?
Here we go.
Okay, cool.
What do you got, Zig?
Here we go.
What do you got, Zig? It wasn't on there. You can come do it now. It wasn't on there. You can come do it now.
Stop that.
Oh, it started up again. Hey, we're here with
Stop that.
Beyond Forgiveness, Colorado Springs' best symphonic metal band. I won't say best, but they're damn good. Asymphonic good. We just got done talking to Talia. She was telling us about music, vocal stuff, keyboard stuff. Next, we're going to talk to this gentleman right here. Goes by the name of Richard.
I am a Richard.
And if you get that, then you're a rabbit. You're a rabbit fan. What's your last name, Richard?
Marcus.
Marcus. Yeah, that's on Facebook, so, flood the page.
That's right.
And you're a guitar player. Tell us about your guitar skills.
Well, I am self-taught on guitar. Started out playing in death metal bands. Love death metal, mainly European style death metal.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to play a project like this. Some of the gothic symphonic metal bands I really love a lot. I would hear them and they're from overseas, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. So, it still incorporates the death metal in with it and stuff, but I've been playing guitar since I was 17 years old. But when I was younger, I didn't care about that. All I cared about was women.
School band?
Huh?
School
No
band?
school band.
No school band?
No school
That's
band.
all right,
I am
we
not a
forgive
fool.
you.
No, I was a Dungeons and Dragons dork, so. So.
D&D.
D&D.
Were you a dungeon master?
I have been a dungeon
Oh,
master
man,
all the
that's
time.
cool.
Hated it. I wanted to play. So, but I actually wanted to play drums when I started, but my dad said, nope, too noisy.
See, he knows what's cool.
Got me a guitar.
He really does.
He knows what's cool. Drummers are badass.
I do. I give our drummer crap all the time, but I wanted to play drums.
Everybody wants to be us.
What about your guitar selection?
We actually right now play Schecter. I played Ibanez for years and years and years. Our hope was to try and get sponsored by Schecter, but that just hasn't panned out. But we still play Schecter. We love them. EMG pickups. We use Digitech processors, and Greg has a Bias, the other guitars.
Excellent.
Yeah, so, but we got everything set up now, so we don't have to do any switching. No foot switch boards and stuff like that. Nothing to trip over on stage, so.
All
makes it a lot-
wireless?
Huh?
All wireless?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so,
Wow, no wonder you have a lot of stuff.
yeah, we do have a lot of stuff.
Now, you played overseas on those 2 European tours.
Yes, correct.
How did you guys overcome the language barrier?
Germany, they do speak a lot of English, so we were kind of lucky with that. The guy who mixed our first 2 albums, he was from the Czech Republic. He speaks English really well. So when we went over to, we didn't play the Czech Republic, but we recorded there. He kind of helped us out with the language and stuff.
We had some places where there was no English.
Yeah.
So at the festival in Russia, our sound guys no English. So we had to do the entire setting up, sound check, everything. What do you need, all of that, with absolutely no verbal communication.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
you just do what you do.
I do
and
speak
that's
some
what-
Russian, but not fluently, so it was tough. I know mainly food items, greetings, stuff like that. But yeah, it was tough, and that was
If you keep yelling borscht, borscht at the sound man, you're not going to get better sound.
right. Exactly. So yeah. I mean, it was different.
Yeah,
For sure.
that sounds amazing. I mean, I know for a fact. Burn in the Fields wants to go to Japan. I'm sure they'll make it there. Probably in a couple months they'll be there.
We
But
would
they're
love to play
playing
Japan
Whiskey
too.
A Go Go. They're going to California
Oh,
to
very
go out
cool.
and play Whiskey A Go Go.
Right on.
It's going to be cool. They're opening up for Dokken, George Lynch, and there's a couple other bands.
Best hair metal band ever.
Yeah. So they're gonna hop in the little. I think they got a little clown car. It's like a VW or something.
Nice.
I don't know what it is. And they're gonna strap everything to the roof like the Beverly Hillbillies and
Very cool.
push it up the hill and then coast into California.
It's an experience, right?
We're gonna strap Bo to the roof. We're gonna see how he feels.
Oh man, these guys are out on enjoying the Boing Boing Room, which is our hospitality out there. So.
Yes, sir.
Well, I was telling these guys earlier, Do you mind if I talk to the studio audience or the
Nope,
at-home
no.
audience for a second? Hey, Dave, could you put up the button information?
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so free monthly raffle. I know it says bi-weekly raffle, but it's a monthly raffle. And we're using every single penny from the sale of the buttons goes to the bands. And we proved that last week. The bands played at Fritzy's, and we had a real good time, but they didn't make what they should have made, so Rabbit threw in a little Rabbit bonus, and they made good money. Everybody made good money, and that's what Rabbit is about, is support. You need lights, you need sound, anything like that. Call the Rabbits. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
There we go. We're back.
Yep.
Do you guys like the way it fades? Like that, or
That's pretty fancy.
it is fancy, right? Yeah. We're coming up in the world with the Rabbit Punches, man. We don't play games. Well, yeah, we play a lot of fucking games.
Dungeons and Dragons?
D&D! We don't take anything seriously around here. We like to have a good time. We love our music. We're back with Beyond Forgiveness. And we're going to do a little Drum Lab segment.
I got some.
Hey, you look like a drummer. We can talk to you.
I'm actually the bass player of the band. Sorry.
Can I play something real
Hey,
quick?
they're looking for a bass player. Shocking, right? Everybody's always looking for a bass
Always.
player. DYP's looking for a
Bassists and
bass player.
drummers all the time.
Yeah.
I got you. We always have work.
That's Patrick. He's a pretty good bass player. Tell us about how you started playing drums, where you grew up, how you started getting into drums.
I was about 10, I think, 9 or 10 when I started playing drums in elementary school. To be fair, I don't think I've ever told anybody, but I wanted to be a guitar player, but they didn't have drums.
Attaboy.
they didn't have drum. They didn't have guitars.
This isn't
Yeah.
Dr. Phil, Sean.
I know.
Yeah, this is the Rabbit Show.
But they didn't have guitar in elementary.
Yeah, what's up with that?
So my aunt was a drummer.
It's
I
like
became a drummer.
flute, guitar.
You would think it'd be the better one, but so my aunt had a snare drum. I started playing drums and never stopped.
Yeah, that's how drummers usually start. Yeah, start with the snare drum, work your way up into school band, right?
More and more drums, just doesn't stop.
Yeah, school band rocks. School band's cool. Did you do marching band?
I did 1 year of marching band.
Yeah.
Not my
They
thing.
make you carry the bass drum?
I was a bass drum player. Yeah.
I hate that. You should make the smallest person carry the
Right?
bass drum
Yeah.
and find the biggest bass drum
That would be
possible.
I carry the glockenspiel.
Just mount it to somebody's back.
So yeah, I did marching for a year because I had to do marching because I wanted to do jazz. And,
Now you went on tour as well
yeah, went in both
in
of
Europe. What about equipment? Was there backlines on all the shows, or did you have to provide your own drums for the show and everything? Carry them
So
with you and all that.
it kind of depended. The first tour we went on, I mostly played on other bands' equipment. They allowed me to use their set.
Sure.
I just brought my cymbals because I'm endorsed. So I use my cymbals. They usually want me to use my pedals. And stuff
Who are
like
you
that.
endorsed by? We'll give them a shout out.
I'm endorsed by Soul Tone Cymbals.
There you go. Go buy them.
Best cymbals I've ever played. So, so I bring my own cymbals, my own pedals, but yeah, I use everybody else's equipment.
Yeah, that's
It was
really
cool.
Great. That's good. That's like the best way to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Second tour we did was all backline, so every club we went to had their own
That's
own
killer.
drums when we played them.
And for the most
That's
part,
killer.
he was a 4-piece monster on those drums. Because they were mostly 4-piece drums.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
What size kit do you usually play?
Big.
Large, as many drums as you can.
Yeah, right now I have a 8-piece kit, so two basses, snare.
Double bass.
Yeah.
True double bass.
Old school,
I guess you
yep.
would say. Old
Yeah.
school or true double bass. Cool. The only person I can think of that plays with true double bass right now is the drummer from No Amnesty, Jerry. He's got true double bass and he's got two. You guys familiar with No Amnesty?
No.
Yeah. I think
punk rock band here in town. Y'all don't know Amnesty. That's true. They play true double bass too. So
Very cool.
Yeah,
Steve
how
from
do you,
Distant Warning does too.
word.
Yeah.
How do you keep the pedals the same, or are they the same?
They're not the same.
Okay.
You just adjust them to kind of, what's your dominant foot. You're going to have that adjusted a little bit different than your other foot. So they're both different.
And you have a clutch for the hi hat.
Yeah. So I have a drop clutch on my hi hat. But yeah, so my pedals are tuned or adjusted differently. So my left foot is a lot looser than my right foot as
That's
far
excellent.
as how I
You ever
time
thought about
everything.
going using a double bass pedal and going single bass, single
Well,
kick?
when we tour, because I expect to play one bass drum.
Oh,
everywhere
sure.
We go.
Right.
I use these pedals called Axis, which come with which I can get a converter. So wherever I go, if I have 2 bass drums, I can play 2 bass drums. If I have 1 bass drum, I can play 1 bass drum.
Oh, very
So,
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty
Very
nice.
cool. So you guys are missing your bass player. Are you usually a 4-piece, 5-piece? What do you prefer? What is the ideal structure of Beyond Forgiveness?
Well, honestly, we were a 4-piece for a really long time, and just we had a few people try out on bass, and just nothing clicked, But then when Jim joined, we just got along really well, and just enjoyed making music together, and so he was with us for almost 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
And he
Yes, that
recorded,
is Jim LaSalle. Yes.
And he recorded our last album.
He
with
recorded
us
the new
and
album.
The new album.
So, but the first 2, the album and the EP, were recorded by me and Greg
Yeah.
on bass.
Excellent.
But yeah, Jim did all the writing for the last 2 albums,
Yeah.
the one coming
Outstanding.
out and the last album.
How many total albums are there right now for Beyond Forgiveness?
We have 2.5 albums currently. The third one is in production.
Yeah, so 1 EP, 2 albums right now.
And everything's on Spotify?
Spotify, almost every downloadable.
You on DistroKid?
Digital. Yep, we're on DistroKid.
There
That's
you
who
go.
we use
That's all
now.
you need to know.
Yep, we use DistroKid for everything. So
We have physical
Got Bandcamp.
CDs. Yeah, we can mail out CDs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. If you know Spotify and DistroKid, then you're in the right community. You're on the right page because you can find anybody on those 2 sites. Yeah. So what's next for Beyond Forgiveness?
We're just we were working real hard on that album. We just finished tracking it, and so we're gearing up to release that sometime next year. And
You guys want to have a big party?
Oh, yeah.
So.
we're hoping.
Where do you want to have it? Ideally, where would you have your album release party?
Well,
Ideally.
our first album was released to Sunshine, which is always a cool venue.
Well,
Yes.
actually, that was the Great Wall, right?
Yeah, that was
We
a
did
great wall.
Fairyland.
And then it was really cool because Distant Warning did their album release the month before,
Yeah.
and we played that, and then they played our album release. So
Yeah. You and Distant Warning on the same bill would be good.
Yeah,
we've played quite a bit with them
Quite a few.
together. Sean actually filled in for a little while.
Yeah, he played
Awesome.
with them.
So that'd be a good show. We're gonna put something together with Beyond Forgiveness. You guys know what the deal is. You come on the show and Rabbit Punches does their best to try to book your silly music in somewhere, wherever you might fit. Just might be somebody's bathroom somewhere, but we'll get you paid.
We're working on Cowboys.
We've got so many venues right now. We're trying to open up a couple of venues that have stages here in town that nobody's booking at. And, yeah, we're just doing what we can to get shows for bands and stuff like that. We gotta play something. What else we got?
Distant Warning.
That's a Distant Warning video. Let's hear it, man. Woo.
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
All alone this night, I see
Oh man, we were just talking about how sad the whole thing is with Miss Christine Pierce. If you're not familiar with her story, make yourself familiar. Go to the Christine Pierce page. Make yourself familiar with the whole situation and help out if you can.
Let's find her.
Let's find her. We're here with Beyond Forgiveness, hanging out and chilling. They're looking for a bass player. Shocking, right? Burning the Fields, Brood Entertainment in the house, and number one fan, Ms. Venda is here. And I just want to put a shout out to Gentle Fritz and Andrea Stone. If you're watching, peace. Thank you for letting us play at your venue after the bullshit That's all. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a very special show next week. We have had 7 Days Lost in the studio before. Mike Trejo, Bundy was here, Danny is here, and even Joe showed up. So we're gonna have them next week. Special Christmas show. Brooke put this shit together.
Yeah.
Danny Hahn's gonna be here.
She's amazing.
Okay, wait, is she? Is she? You want to put some pictures? She's a professional model here in Colorado Springs. We're trying to coerce her into doing some modeling for Rabbit Punches.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping she'll wear a Rabbit Punch shirt for us. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, I'd like to see her.
She's a brunette now. I think she's from California. She's California blonde. But
She needs to do some modeling out in front of my car out here.
oh, what's that right there?
To a White Snake song?
Right?
I don't know Dieter knew girls. See, look at that. That's nuts, man. How does she do that? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. She's very talented. So she dances out at the Snooty Fox. That's a gentleman's club for all of you gentlemen that want to go out there and see her. Man, that's maybe I just let the cat out of the bag with that one, but it's gonna be a fucking cool show next week. Jamie said she was gonna be here, Dave.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh. You guys know Jamie Rhodes?
Yep.
Yeah, uh-oh. The only person that's not allowed to come is Patrick. Patrick is not allowed to be here when Danny is here. I don't want him to get hurt.
So he's not allowed at the Gentlemen's Club either?
Oh, he can go to the Gentleman's Club.
Okay,
He's in
just making
California.
sure.
You can go in there, but Patrick's not allowed here because he'll get hurt, I'm afraid. Jamie will break his ankles or something. He's yelling at me. I can't hear what he's saying. But we got some other stuff we're working with. What are we working with that I need to talk about, man? Oh, Dieter Eyeless Buttons. I'm going to be out and about Friday night. We got so much shit going on this weekend. Friday night, matinee music.
Wow.
We're talking 6 to 9 p.m.
Oh, wow.
6 to 9 p.m.
Wow.
at Nano 108 Brewery. Beautiful, delicious, fresh beer. Plus, they make soda pops. They make grape soda pops and root beer. They got the little tasting room out front, and then you literally walk through the kitchen, walk past the dishwasher sink and all that shit, into another room, and it's a big-ass warehouse that's very, very good size. And Rabbit Punch is going to be out there providing lights for Elevated Sickness and the Lamb Bed. All the boys are going to be out there jamming, and that'll be pretty good. And that's a matinee. So you can go out and catch that, and then after that, you can head out to whatever else is going on. Friday night, that's karaoke night over at Legends. Friday night is also Save and Able over there at Sunshine Studios. I will be over there for that. Gravel will be out there. Distant Warning will be out there. And there's one other band on the bill. I'm not sure who it is.
It's a busy weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just Friday night, man. Saturday night, Glass Helix, Psycho Blood Drive. Who else?
Processions of Harm.
Procession of Harm, friends of the show. Procession of Harm's been on the show. Gil Baca, what's up? Word to your mother. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, hey Gil, go out there for that show Saturday night. Go see that. It's going to be cool. Rabbit's going to be out there. Buy your button. I told you, man. Every penny. So support your local bands. Support Beyond Forgiveness, right?
Of course.
Put Beyond Forgiveness back on tour in Europe. Buy a button. Buy a button. We're going to try to sell some buttons tomorrow and Saturday so that we can help Burn in the Fields get to Hollywood.
Yeah.
We're still working on that. They have t-shirts for sale. Burning the Fields t-shirts, $4.20 time, bitches. Go get your Burn in the Field shirt for $20. That money all goes to send them on tour. Otherwise, they're walking. I mean, they went from a bus to a car to a minivan to a car. I think they're down to. I think they're going to borrow my e-bike right now.
Very cool.
They'll make it. They'll make it. They got a full back line down there, from what I understand. He's opening up for Dokken. I told him to get George Lynch on the show. I don't know if he's going to pull it off or not. I want George Lynch on the show.
Working on it.
Bo's working on it. Brood Entertainment can get it. Book your fucking show. What else? He's working on Brutefest too. Brutefest 3. I can already tell you there's going to be. We're looking into some killer bands. One from Denver. One from L.A. One from that place down south of here. Arizona. So I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. It's going to be a different show this July 2nd, hopefully at Sunshine Studios. This is all up in the air. None of this fucking could ever happen. But it might. So, buy your button. Support the local music scene. Support some stuff. Hey, you want to play another video before we get out of here?
Yeah.
Play something from the show last week if you got it.
Yeah, got it.
Lambad played down at Fritzy's last week.
And here it is.
Great show.
Out on the streets, we're all blessed to have a place to go. It's from the homeless.
caress your cotton ball. I need to be inside you. Feel your softness all around me. Softness all around me. Yeah, God, I'm so hot, make me soft again. Soft, God, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's good stuff, man. Cotton. In case you didn't know, that's a song about one of Dieter's acquaintances that he can't no longer acquaint with. I'm not going to use anybody's names, but his initials are Bo Burnett. He's a puppet, for Pete's sake. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of puppet love. So show your puppet love, join the DY fan club, and support your local community, band community, music community. I want to say thank you to Beyond Forgiveness for being on this very special episode of the Rabbit Punches community. Why is this episode special? Nobody knows. I don't know why. Because Beyond Forgiveness is here. That's why it's special.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It was fun.
Talia, Sean, Mr. Richard, Beyond Forgiveness, look for them coming to a show near you. Tomorrow night, Nano 108, Sunshine Studios, Saturday Night Legends. Be there or be a square peg. Out.